Alright, I'm back. Hopefully, YouTube won't be as terrible now. I'll give it a couple seconds and I'll see. Oh yeah, that's much better. I hate it when they update things and it just completely wrecks everything. Okay, my little preview window is kind of fuzzy, but that'll clear up in a second, I can tell. Anyway, alright, let's get started. And I'll get my keyboard out of the way. Alright, so if I remember, I was on my way back from a side quest. Yeah, from the cemetery. So I don't know why it just suddenly stopped working like that, because I've been streaming like that since almost a year now, and it just one day last week stopped working. You know what? It was actually the day that YouTube crashed and stopped working for everybody for a couple hours. So I wonder if that has something to do with it. I doubt it, because it's broken on both YouTube and Twitch, but still the timing is a bit coincidental, a little too coincidental. Alright, should I just drop down? Okay, guess I don't take fall damage. Hello, sir. Oh, okay, you're an enemy. No, the other guy was. Yeah. Get 'em, boys. Ooh, I don't like that shotgun. Don't like. I'm not a fan. I keep doing that. It's very reflexive, and it's also like a one. What do they call it when you only have one thing? It's a one-trick pony joke. I need to stop it because I hate that. I hate watching other people do it. Now I'm doing it myself. Now, I don't mind it that much, but I hate hypocrisy, so that's way worse. Ooh, thought I was gonna get the drop on you for sure. Like just then, I was voraciously holding my my nom nom back. No. Gotcha. Yeah, drink it down. Okay. I'm only missing a little bit of blood. Oh, is there another, wow. What is this radius? Ah. Holy Crusade. Oh, report back. Convince her to go back to Whitechapel. Is she still hanging out in the... lady, what are you doing? Now I have to go all the way back there. She's just hanging out in the cemetery all by herself. What are you doing? Are you crazy? I mean, obviously, yeah, but... Whoops. That's definitely not what I meant to do. Why is the cemetery stable? This is the least stable part of town there is. Literally the Walking Dead everywhere. Alright, you found your mausoleum. Can we go back now? Ma'am?
Are you alright, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. Are you alright?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
Where's the nurse?
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
Sorry, I don't know her.
Okay.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now. I need
One day
silence.
maybe I'll leave this
I
cemetery.
need sadness.
Well, we all grieve in our own way, but, you know, sitting alone in the in the vampire cemetery, it's gonna be worse. It's gonna be a terrible trap. Sadness can be a terrible trap. I agree. It's worse when you're alone. Yeah. Go be with your family and friends.
You should not be by yourself. Grief can be a terrible trial, and it's even worse when you're alone.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite understand why.
Get out of the cemetery, that's why.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiao Shun.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is so little medical...
Couldn't find the strength to leave to her husband's tomb. Her husband died of a disease. No relationships. What happened to those family and friends who love you so much? Are they backstabbing traitors? Okay. She's still got 2 more secrets though, which is actually kind of surprising.
This terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
Alright. That's sad. Oh. That's a good empathy. Can't stay here forever,
you
though.
realize you can't stay here forever, don't you? Eventually, you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
You're not dead. Go home.
But you're not dead. There is a difference between visiting the dead and staying with them.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr.
That was a
Reed.
very misleading statement.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No,
Wait.
but I wanted you
Oh,
to
yeah.
know that you have done nothing wrong. Unlike me.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could
Oh.
say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
Go home.
You should go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your company, Xiaoshun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
Alright, good. Now your blood is nice and tasty. Is that everything? She doesn't have any more locks, any more secret things, but she does have one. She doesn't have any more questions, but she does have another hint.
Goodbye for now.
Bye for now. Oh, what was that? Investigation succeeded.
Me? Why have you not spoken to me?
Is she talking to me or dead husband?
Maybe I'll see you again in
Okay.
White.
Goodbye for now.
Yes. Goodbye for now. Report to Father Whitaker. Whitaker? Yeah. Retrieve this box of stuff. Yes. Do that now.
Matthew.
Is there a fast travel system? Seems like there should be. Maybe from hideouts. A safe place to rest and craft. Doesn't say anything about fast travel. Oh well. It's not that big, but it's big enough to warrant it. There's smaller games that have fast travel. Right now Yakuza is the only one that comes to mind, but I'm sure there's others that are small. Whitechapel Old Road Stable. Okay, so hold on a sec. Alright. Whitechapel, West End, the Docks, Pembroke. Okay, so Whitechapel is a pretty big place that has several sub-districts. Oh, okay, they're cordoned off in little blue borders. Like such. Then there's West End, there's North Docks, there's also West Docks. Oh. Says the thing. Turquoise Turtle Pub. That's literally the only thing on the map. The morgue. The hospital's not even written on the map. Or is it that's just the general area? Okay. Dispensary. Oh, that's the bootleg lab, or bootleg hospital. All right. Let's find these guys' loot. dig through the garbage cans on the way. I'm not gonna bother with you though. Is my volume good? Let's get that up a little bit. There we go. That's good. Alright, much better.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help?
Probably not. No.
Goodbye, Mr. Dutt.
Okay. So I'm equidistant from the two places I need to go. Ooh.
Step away, sir.
Oh. I've fought these guys before, I swear. Maybe they respawn. That would make sense. If you keep wandering the same streets, they probably... That's justified. Gameplay-wise. Yum. Ooh. I don't know what that spray is, but it creeps me out. I don't like it. Not a fan. Okay. Oh, here's something. Lead stick and bullets. What you got? Watery rich blood sample. And those are fake crates. Oh. I killed this guy too. 28 meters ahead. Huh. Okay. Is it in a zone? Alright. Somewhere around here. There's a large beast. Yes. I need that blood. Did I get it? Didn't drop anything. Oh well. Oh, maybe it did. Blood sample. Yeah, I guess there's a reason why they didn't find their thing or whatever. What are they even after? I don't know. Barrett Lewis, the bitter street merchant of Whitechapel, told me some frenzied inhabitants in some old condemned workshops attacked him while he was looting the place for trinkets and tools. He had to drop his package to escape the assault and would like to retrieve the box. Maybe I should go and see for myself what is going on in these old abandoned buildings. Okay, so there's a couple guys outside too. And another beast outside. Did I already loot it? No. It must be in an actual box, like maybe this one. No. Okay. So, inside the building is within the zone. Okay, drop attack does not work. Not Dark Souls here. Even though it feels like it. Even though it feels like Bloodborne. No! Get off! There we go. This is what I needed. Yum. Alright. Got stuff from you. I know there's more. Got stuff from you. Smash the barrel. Looks like I'm still in the zone. Oh. Okay. There's a passageway. Oh no. Ooh, gotcha. Yeah, that's what I needed. Okay. Yes. All right. Okay, it must be in that building somewhere. Da-da. Can I smash that door down? No. Aha! A third floor.
This could be the box
Yeah.
Lewis thought he lost.
Oops.
There's a letter inside.
Show me the letter. Okay. Guess I'll have to do it myself. Plot stuff. Found at a sealed off house. No. Crumpled letter. No. Small box. Barrett, there's no easy way to say it, so I'm gonna be blunt. We can't keep on like this. At least I can't keep on like this. If Joe ever finds out about us, about his wife and his best friend, it'll crush him, and then he will kill you. We had some good time together, but let's face it, I'm never going to be your Jane Lewis. You know it, and I know it too. So, I'm ending this, right here and right now. If you agree with my decision, I'm sure we'll find a way to be happy again. You, Joe, and me in time. And then the most important part of our story will have been preserved. Until that day, I wish you'd forgive me. Goodbye for now. Jane Peterson.
A love letter from Joe Peterson's wife, addressed to Barrett Lewis. Who should I give it to, I wonder?
Hoo-hoo. Let's read that letter again. So Barrett is the merchant. If Joe ever finds out about us, about his wife and his best friend, she's talking about herself, it'll crush him and then he'll kill you. We had some good time together, but let's face it, I'm never going to be your Jane Lewis. You know it and I know it too. I don't know who Jane Lewis is. So I'm ending this right here and right now. If you agree with my decision, I'm sure we'll find a way to be happy again. You, Joe, and me in time. And then the most important part of our story will have been preserved. Until that day, I wish you'd forgive me. Later. Okay. So the letter's to him. Joe will kill him if he gets the letter. I'm gonna give it to him. To Barrett. And with that, back to fighting monsters in the dark. That guy almost got the jump on me. If it wasn't for this red light here, and the fact that I tried to loot this guy's body, but then, like, he's being eaten. Give me your money. Here we go.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Uh-oh.
Can't you just look the other way this week?
Why don't I just read it in front of both of them?
You never lose your focus, do you?
This box is yours, I think.
I found this box in an abandoned building nearby. I believe it belongs to you.
Let's have a look. Yeah, this is mine. So, you faced those loons that roam around there?
Those are
I
loons.
suppose.
And that
I was
werewolf.
Luck is a commodity round here. Yours should be properly rewarded.
lucky. About this package, it's not just tools and trinkets, is it?
I want to be rude or anything after your kind gesture, but it's none of your business.
Okay. You had an affair with Joe's wife.
You had an affair with Joe's wife, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. She's the only woman I loved. My first regret is that she stayed with Joe after Harry was born. The second is I never shed a tear when she died.
Oh, is Harry your son?
Do you mean you're Harry's father?
No one will ever know for sure. And it's better that way. And I don't believe I'd have been all that bad as a dad.
Did you ever try talking to Joe?
Never. But I suspected he knew everything, even without knowing it. And he decided to make me pay in his own way.
What way is that? Just bullying you? Found out all your clues. Gotcha.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
I'm not gonna do anything about it, I don't think. Can I even? Is this you? Yes. 4. No. Also, that would just destabilize the entire, not the economy, the, ecology? I don't know, whatever. The region.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again? Go away.
Ooh, I could just straight up vampire him. Let's have a man-to-man talk, though.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man-to-man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Okay. Can I take... I can take some shillings. Always take shillings. Take these poor people's medicine, too. The antique figure of the Vircolakas. Of my many journeys, I believe I was the most amazed by my exploration of the Mediterranean Isles, and particularly the island of Santorini, searching for traces of the vampire presence in these sunburnt lands. Herodotus himself refers to the island in his 4th book, and I'm personally convinced that there are many mysteries to be unveiled in this part of the world. Who knows that, even today, the island of Santorini is still considered by some as the most vampire-infested place in the world. Way more than the Carpathians, and that its inhabitants are considered as specialists of the vampire hunt, or the hunt of the Vircolakas, as they call this creature. According to the local myths, the Vircolakas is a dead person who does not decay, and who can show a vermilion complexion as long as he is gorged with fresh blood. He cannot enter a house without knocking and getting a response. Garlic makes him flee. He does not consume under the sun, but his skin blackens. He can change into a wolf and other animals. What struck me the most is the same name exists, with small variations from the Mediterranean Sea to the Balkans. The Greeks call him the Vircolakas, the Bulgarians and the Macedonians name him Varkolak, or Varkolak. The Serbians call him Vokodlak. Yes, Vokodlak, a name so similar to the Volcode we already know, my dear brothers. Just to write the few words now gives me shivers. I'm personally convinced that we are here confronted to some of proto-vampire. I think half of that sentence got lost. Maybe they're a missing link between the modern vampires and the creatures that came before them. If God allows me enough time, I wish one day to go back to Santorini Island and find the trail of this antique and forgotten figure. From Drinking at the Fountain of Knowledge by Usher Talltree, Primate of St. Paul. Okay.
It's locked.
Of course it is. Why would they just leave their stuff lying around? It's just begging it to get stolen. There's some shillings I can take. Alright, let's talk.
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
Oh, I have the treatment. Here, take it.
Do you need some help, Mr. Petrescu?
I am very tired, but that is all. I don't need you, Doctor.
Oh, he doesn't want it. Oh, I'll take it after all.
Well, I think you do.
Oh, but I have
Take
to
this,
force it on him.
and you'll feel better.
Free drugs from an English doctor. It must be my lucky day.
Told you we're comrades. Alright, what about your life in London, though? Nurse Crane's real name.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane.
Like myself and many people in this area, Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine.
She's like a pillar of the community.
The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Camellia.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
But who is she?
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family.
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
You worried though?
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Tell me more.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in it.
I guess that's it. I must have to find, let's see. Camellia. Well, I've got everything about her. So her secrets must lie elsewhere. Maybe with no, I already got everything out of him. And I got everything out of him. Huh. Okay. Stop being highlighted, you're tricking me. Got any family?
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu? Children or grandchildren?
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead. As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but thank you, Dr. Reed. I appreciate your trust.
Okay. We're cool. We're cool bros. His memorizes is only 2. That's interesting. Tell me about your politics.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about
Darius.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
But it's not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. And I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reed.
Okay. Bye.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Guess I didn't need to talk to him. I thought he had to, like, pat me down or something. Be a smart guy and unlock these doors. I have a very low sense that I'll need it, but for some reason I feel like I should boost my health up. And I can't. Okay. Well, then I guess I won't need it. Oh, and I have my ultimate. Which one did I pick again? Abyss. Shadow Vortex. Okay. We're good to go. They're just NPCs. They're there to get in the way. Fill some space. I'm gonna steal all the medicine here. They don't need it, clearly.
Razvan, can you hear my voice?
Huh? London, 31st October. My dear Dorothea, when you read this letter, I will be on board on the boat that will take Anton and me back to Brasov. England was not for us, and I confess I cannot wait to see again the proud hills of Transylvania. As soon as we are there, I promise I'll light a candle in the Black Church and pray for you to survive this terrible epidemic. I know that you do not agree with this decision and that you are determined to be more useful by helping our comrades exiled in the East End. But Anton cannot wait to return to our beloved country and see our long-awaited revolution bloom. He is my husband. I will stay by his side. I know we had our arguments and our fights. I know you would have wanted me to stand by your side and help you manage this clinic of yours. But now that I'm leaving England, be assured that if anything would happen to you, if you were ever in great trouble or danger, I would come back immediately to London, with or without Anton. Please think of me as much as I think of you. I'm your affectionate sister, Theodora. She has a sister. Okay. That's all of her. Well, I guess I can help. But let me loot these things first over here.
He's going into convulsions, Doctor.
Oh, you know who I am? Okay. Are you just T-posing for fun or
Patient
what?
Razvan Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Anything else?
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
Just gonna cut a hole in your neck now.
What can I do, Doctor?
Tracheotomy. Anesthetics?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
I'll pin him down.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Well, what do you want, lady?
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Maybe you shouldn't
Time
have
is
set
of
up
the
a
essence.
bootleg
We need to
hospital.
perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
Blood.
I can't see.
I smell blood. Oh no, the Gregorian chants are starting. I really need to feed.
First, suture the artery.
First
Find the wound.
First I smelled it.
The source of the blood.
Then everything got a
Needle
red
and thread,
tinge.
Doctor.
Then the Gregorian chants came.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
Epinephrine.
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor.
Bam, put it in the chest. You're like weirdly hesitant about showing things. Must be a graphical limitation. Oh, he's hearing the pulse. I'm like, they don't have an EKG, so
We've lost the pulse.
they're not.
He's gone, Doctor.
They're like showing it through the music, but no, that's him
Truly?
hearing it.
Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous
evil.
reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Well, this just got awkward.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners. I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
Stop blackmailing people.
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
That'd make a good song. Why Lady Ashbury?
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her?
She doesn't seem to know about vampires.
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Why not trust Dr. Swansea? Like to narc on her?
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
Oh, not if they can't afford
It's
it.
easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
What would making her forget about it do? She's just gonna go right back to it. Same if she resigns, she's just gonna figure out another scam to pull. I don't want to kill her, because she's doing a good thing. She's not the scumbag by the sewers. Does forgetting about that include the blackmail?
Listen very carefully, Dorothy. You will erase from your memory everything you pretend to know about Lady Ashbury and Pembroke Hospital.
Good.
Let that rich bitch off the hook over my dead
Nurse
body.
Crane, enough. Listen as if your life depended on every word. I know you've a generous heart who gives freely to those in need, but you shall walk away from the shadier streets of your business.
I will never abandon...
Dorothy, the discussion has come to a close. Your clandestine activities in the Resistance are over. Let it go.
I'll let it go. Yes. All gone.
Well, that was unsavory. New citizens available to kill. The district will soon suffer the consequences of your action. What? What?
Oh, this one stinks already.
Oh no!
A leech! A leech!
What are you guys doing here?
Snap it, leech!
Where did you guys actually come from? I mean, obviously through the door, but why? And everyone's dead. So they're like a cleanup crew? Oh, there's more of them in the courtyard. That's not good. Torch guy, sword guy, and the third one somewhere.
Get your weapons ready! We found one! Fucking monster! He's dead!
Ooh. Yeah, I earned that.
Shot him! Shot him!
Let's try the ultimate. Oh, that looks painful. What? Where did the fire come from? Guess I have to reopen the doors now. Looks like a dying bug.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on in.
Don't mind the gunshots or anything.
Yes?
Anything new? No. Okay, that's really
Goodbye,
weird.
Mr. Petrescu.
He actually completely ignored everything that happened outside just now. Alright, you have fun with that. Oh, do these just stay open temporarily? Or is that because the guy's halfway? Okay, whatever. Let's see, people. You've got a migraine, you've got a cold. You were like, this dude was just outside the cemetery or something. Maybe he was behind the church. Benjamin Palmer. Who are you? Where do you be? Oh, my mesmerized level went up. I can destroy the community now. I actually can take him out if I wanted to. I think he served his purpose. So mesmerized level seems to go along with main story progression. That's the sense I'm getting from it anyway. Where's a place to rest? Straight ahead. There we go.
I cannot enter.
What? Why not? Why ever not? There we go. Okay, crafting table. Where are you? Bench? You here? Is this it? Yeah. Okay, so neuralgia. Geez, that's expensive. Got a ton of headache cures, got a ton of fatigue cures. Can I make a bronchitis? Yes. I'll make another one actually. Make a second cold cure, and I'll make a second bronchitis cure. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, no, I wasn't done. Come with that. I was done with that section. How's the bludgeon going? I need one more common handle part. How's the gun going? I need a common trigger part. Alright, I need to talk to that dude. And that's the most I have of that. Handle and trigger. Wonder if this might not be... I thought about this before. Went through this conundrum already. I think I decided it wasn't really worth it because these weren't that good. 85. Okay, that's not counting the base upgrade. Common handle parts and lead plates. Which is probably... Oh no, I need lead rods. Oh wait. Yeah, rods. The two-handed thing is a huge letdown about the cudgel. Oh, wait, that takes 30 stamina. And it's faster. Why is this even a question? Upgrade that. Absorb blood points, add 3 stun points. Add stun points. Okay, now I'm basically where I was a second ago with the other weapon. I need some handle parts. And I can increase the damage or decrease stamina consumption. $94 damage. Let's get rid of these things. We don't need rusty boxes of pills. Get out of here. That's it. Now equip the axe off main hand. Yes, the axe. What did I have equipped? Wait, I have 2 of these? Common bludgeon, common barbed cudgel. Okay. I think I had the hacksaw or the regular hatchet. 65, 65. Yeah, I could just change to my dual wielding now. Okay. That's fantastic. Refill all. I've barely shot the gun, so refill all rarely actually does anything. Okay, so ultimate. How are upgrades at this handled? 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 6,000. Okay, and it's just a damage upgrade. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna bother with that. One ultimate is enough, and the base damage is enough, at least now. Might upgrade it later. And I can't upgrade it now anyway. Not until level 14. My little heal could use an upgrade. That's basically everything. Basically everything I've got. It's a bit rough. And not a whole lot of extra... Not a whole lot of cost benefit ratio. I can increase my health. That might be nice. Increase my blood absorption, increase my blood capacity. Increase my life regeneration while using bite in combat. Okay, I'll bring my health up. And how's my stamina? I'll bring my stamina up. Now I'm in the 1,000 tier. Here's where I'm gonna start wishing I, wanting to just drink people's blood. I can tell. It's a very sharp fall off. Single skill is gonna be pretty hard to get. The following night. Disappearances in Whitechapel. Reports of mysterious disappearances have escalated in the past weeks. It has reached the point where witnesses have to queue before recounting their testimonies to an officer. Although this phenomenon appears to be a nationwide occurrence, the statements of the last 24 hours have converged around a single area in the country, Whitechapel, London. Yes, once more the despised and loathed East End is left to struggle on its own. Continuously overlooked by the authorities, even while numerous families from this district report the unexplained disappearances of relatives and neighbors. What has happened to these missing individuals? Where are they? The only link between them seems to be their health and their need for urgent medical attention. Until recently, it was a local secret that the only place to get help was a discreet dispensary managed by the unidentified Good Samaritans. But the place now seems to be closed, and no one has any news from that facility. Did the missing persons go to a more secret place? Have they been discreetly moved to more official service? One day soon, the London City Council's Board of Health will have to answer for this new mystery. EW. Okay, so what's this? Major event. Your choice concerning the community pillar have been reported by the press. Merchants, your actions have impacted the borough's economy. It looks like in a negative way. It's gone from yellow serious to red serious. Missing. Why? I spared her. Okay, so I could have just... Okay, I hate it when the choices don't matter. I specifically didn't drain her blood because I wanted her to go back to the hospital, and now she's just straight up... It didn't matter. Okay, whatever. When looking for a citizen, don't forget your vampiric senses. Not all citizens can be found. Like Dorothy Crane. There we go. Alright. Pew. Report back to Lady Ashbury. Get out of this sick ghetto. Hello, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Petrescu. What are you doing here?
I could ask you the exact same question, Mr. Doctor.
Mr. Doctor.
Now leave me alone.
I heard what happened to Nurse Crane. How do you feel, Mr. Petrescu?
Everything was going well until you arrived.
Sure, it's my fault.
Dorothea helped people and will be sorely missed.
She was a good nurse.
I regret it too. I wish she'd continued working at the Pembroke Hospital. She was a good nurse.
So you put an end to the operation. Did you put an end to Dorothea as well?
You seem to have a lot on your chest, sir. What's wrong?
I heard you are a famous surgeon. Tell me, what did you do to Dorothea? She was so bright, so clever. Then you made her an empty shell.
I didn't use drugs or medical trickery, Mr. Petrescu. All I did was talk to Nurse Crane. I promise you.
But what happened to her then? After you left, she did not even recognize me. Then she got careless and sick, and I had to flee.
Tell me more about something else.
Tell me everything.
I do not believe in...
That hasn't changed. You living on the streets, man?
Are you living on the streets, Mr. Petrescu?
And why not? Those who believe they'll be safe behind walls are blind.
Why are you so aggressive?
Why are you so aggressive?
I remember the night you came here and convinced me to open my door to you, sir. I'd like to punch you right on your chops.
My chops?
What about your house?
My house is always open to any poor soul needing a roof. All my work here is lost now that Dorothea is gone, thanks to you.
What do you plan to do now that Nurse Crane is gone?
I'm not sure. Strange men came to see me after Dorothea's death, with strange weapons and very odd stories.
What kind of stories?
What kind of stories?
Stories all Romanian children know. It was as if I was home again. Vampires, Mr. Doctor. Vampires.
You believe them? Aren't you too old to hold a weapon or listen to scary stories?
Yes, I am old and alone and will die soon, but if these stories are true, Maybe I have found myself another cause.
Well. Sounds like you are a problem waiting to happen. Why don't you just head this way? We're gonna go for a little walk. Yeah.
Who will assist Dorothea helping our comrades now that I die?
Nobody. There are none. He had a key. A small key that belonged to Darius Petrescu, probably used to open a small chest or trunk. Alright, I guess I'm going back to his house to look at that. I think your house would be over here somewhere. Yes. Oh, it was already full. Yeah, I got a trophy for that. Yeah, okay. Cool. That was worth coming back. And a poem. The true thing of value. Camellia. In silence she walks, like the earthly queens of forgotten countries, where I sometimes travel through my long sleepless nights. In silence she walks, and her smiles speak for her. The ancient tongue of the Pythia, heard only by the fools searching for their fate. And I know her name is as fragile as the flowers she gives, and I know her voice would nail my heart to the ground as she passes by without answering me. It's pretty deep, man. Okay. Wait a sec.
Good evening, Xiaoshu.
Wang Shanghao, Dr. Reed. It's good to see you again.
What are you doing here?
Why don't you move to a better neighborhood?
I thought about it, I confess. To go back to the same empty home every day still hurts me a lot.
Why stay here then?
I am a woman of habit, Dr. Reed. And for now, I am happier being useful in a familiar place than I would be anywhere else.
What are you doing with your time now that you're back in Whitechapel?
I've decided to help the poor and sick of the neighborhood by handing out medicine.
At night.
That's very charitable of you. But why do it at night?
I've noticed that the most desperate people tend to go out after dark. Hence my presence, to help them when I can.
Giving out medicine? How can you afford to do that?
I am a rich widow, Dr. Reed. My departed husband left me enough money to last the rest of my life. I can spend some on those who don't have any.
You still think about your husband?
Do you still think about your departed husband?
You're still
I
sad?
do. I'll never forget my beloved Matthew, but how do I put it? Now I miss him more than I want him back.
I know what you mean. And I think it means you're getting better.
Maybe death will take me the way it took Matthew. Without warning and without mercy. But until then, I live on.
How do you feel now that you're back in Whitechapel?
I've decided to follow your advice, sir. I won't forget the dead, but my efforts will be for the living.
Don't forget your safety.
Do be careful. These streets can be as dangerous as that terrible place where we first met.
That's true. And maybe it's the best reason to help people around here.
Hint failed. Oh.
Goodbye for now.
That's the first time that's happened. Good job. You healed the dead guy. Or you give a dead guy some medicine.
You again? What do you want this time?
Did you know about that guy and your wife?
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
This way, get out of here.
You look so pale, my lord.
Are you still
Good
sick?
evening, Christina.
Change your mind.
No, okay. So mysterious. Oh, what's this?
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Okay, that's no reason to be cynical. What a mysterious person.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Are there any more investigations? Oh yeah. Give me my reward. What's all this then? You
Good
peeping
evening,
in
Doctor.
windows?
Can I help you?
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
No news from you. There's the good preacher screaming out
Good
in
evening,
front of the
Mr.
church.
Whittaker.
It's Father Whittaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
I found your body.
Why did you send Samuel to the cemetery, Tobias? What did you see there?
I sent him on a vision. A dream of a dreadful and laughing queen covered with blood, sleeping with the dead and feeding on the fear of the dying.
Okay.
A laughing queen dressed in blood. Tell me more.
This epidemic is her feast, the announcement of her return. Against her, science is no more than a child's toy.
But who is she?
She is the mother of harlots and abomination of the earth. She is Babylon, drunk on the blood of the saints.
Why did you send Samuel to the cemetery, Tobias?
Okay.
What did you see there?
I sent him on a vision.
That's enough.
You sent a man to die because of a stupid vision. I have heard enough of your nonsense. Goodbye.
Wait.
Good evening, Miss.
It's far.
Tobias Whitaker, confess why you burned those people alive.
I have done what no one was ready to do. I will smite the flesh of the unclean to protect the righteous.
You're just a dignified sadist.
You're not the savior of London. You're just a glorified sadist.
I take no pleasure in this awful cleansing, Dr. Reed. I am only driven by the thousands of innocents I save each night.
You are just another heartless murderer, exploiting the epidemic to kill with impunity.
No! No. The only way to contain the spread is to strike at the source itself. The proliferating sick.
Uh-oh. Crazy dude.
I have found Samuel, your disciple. I am afraid I have bad news.
You probably
I
weren't
already
expecting
expected
this.
the worst. He should already have come back. He is dead, isn't he?
Yes, he is now. The epidemic took him.
Samuel steadily made donations to our cause. He would have rewarded you himself if you'd found me in that awful cemetery. Please accept his money.
Okay.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Would you like me to love you?
Let's get out of this place. Is this open? Yes. Great.
Human
It should be
blood.
the river.
Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Oh. Okay. Intriguing. Join the army.
Kill him, boy!
Ah, I knew it.
Let's see if he likes a bit of fire. Die, vermin!
Oh, no, go get him. Oh, that drains stamina. That's very not good. Not a fan of that gas. I should have guessed when the color was the same. Uh-oh. I could die here. Yes.
We have to stop him!
Excellent.
Roast it alive! I'll take his head!
You little minion, you need to go. Alright. Now the men are doing the fighting. Oh, am I on fire? That's not good. Oh, that's not good. Get him. Yes. Back to the hitting stick. The axe might be better for something a little less fiery, but the hitting stick is better for groups and not ranged attacks. Actually, the hitting stick is better for ranged attacks, but I can have the gun out when I'm using the axe. Okay, so was there a point to that, or was that just like a random encounter? I guess it was just a random thing. Cool. Just casual boss fight. Out of nowhere. Mini boss. And is this the river? Yay, okay. Yes, I already see the hospital tents. Okay, so what part of the hospital is this my room? Yes, this is the room music. Let me refill. Okay, 1 bullet. Whew, big spender. I should go and buy those things. 1 common handle part, and oh, I could do it. Increase the rate of fire by 20%, or stun points. Stun points. Screw and grease. Okay. It's 82 damage now. It's actually pretty good. It's as good as a regular weapon. Oh, and I got a truncheon. What a terrible weapon. Okay. That should do it for that stuff. Still need to get 1 more handle part. Handle part or trigger part? I guess it's a handle part because I just upgraded the gun. Let's see, 3,000. Let's upgrade the claws. Yeah, looks good. All right, and then I think I want to take the bottom path. Does stun damage and more general damage. And costs more general but less recovery. More general but less recovery. Wait, more general and more recovery? Recovery is I think recovery is a bad thing. Hold on. Well, whatever. I have that now. Guess I'll upgrade this. Oh, recovery 3, recovery 2. So lower is better. Oh, that's just cooldown. Okay. That's overly complicated. Okay, half a second of cooldown's pretty low, but it's not worth, like, almost double damage. A little bit of blood gain, but that's also not worth it. Alright, autophagy. Don't have enough for it. Okay. Bite damage. I'll just get a couple more and upgrade the health thing. Oh. Everybody's not doing well. Who did it say was lost? Embraced. So lots of. She's got headache, anemia. I don't have a thing for that, and there, unless the grid unless the grid grows, there isn't one. Fatigue, headache, anemia. And maybe there was, I just forgot about it. There's a bunch. Fatigue and headache, and one migraine. I think I have one migraine. Migraine. Yep. Anemia. Oh, there is. Let's make a couple of those. Bronchitis, cold, headache, migraine. One more migraine. Okay, let's go talk to everyone and heal them. Wait a sec. What did I just succeed at? Okay, that was weird. Literally everybody. Except Dr. Swansea. Okay, we'll start with her.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Treatment for cold. Unless you've got anything new. Nope.
Do you need medical help yourself, Nurse?
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness, Dr. Reed.
Not under my watch, Nurse. Take this. You'll feel better.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. It's locked, all right.
Long letter. Hello, sis. How are things in the big city? Here in Brum, things are not so good. It seems the flu is here again, and we have many new cases of infection in the neighborhood. Do you remember Mrs. Scheller, the old drinking hag? The old drinking hag from the 3rd floor? She passed away 2 days ago, and her flat is already occupied again. Geez, you would have had to pay me a huge amount of money just to go to sleep in the bed in which a woman died of the flu just a few hours ago. Sorry, I did not take the time to quickly answer your last letter. Between taking care of little Paul, Mom, Dad, and my job at the factory, I rarely find time to write to my favorite sister. By the way, my son says hello to his Auntie Pippa. You should see the little bugger already driving me mad. And Mom says you bring back some of those marvelous cakes the next time you come back home. In your last letter, you told me you thought about quitting your job at the Pembroke Hospital. I have to tell you, Pip, you better think twice. There's always jobs at the factory, but wages are shit and it's boring as a day without a shag. Oh, I have a new fiancé. I know I'm no slut, you moral bitch, you. So, if you really want to quit and do something more useful than counting the dead every morning, maybe you better stay in London and join that band you told me about, the Guard or Priven or something like that. Never heard of them, but if they're, like you said, some sort of civil militia trying to make a difference, then maybe it's a good choice for you. Just be sure you... Alright, so, where was I? Pruin, Guard, never heard of them, but, never heard of them, but if they are, like you said, some sort of civil militia trying to make a difference, then maybe it's a good choice for you. Just be sure to let the others go in front. That's how my poor Billy got killed in France, by leading too many patrols. Bloody war. Anyway, come back as soon as you can and give me all the good news before that. I am your affectionate sixth sister, Lucy, Paul, Mom, and Dad. Pippa. Where'd you go?
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Do you have a headache?
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
My condition cannot be understood by you, mortal. This curse is beyond your science.
Well, until the day science finally admits failure, please accept this little contribution.
Thank you, Doctor. Your efforts are admirable, though laughable.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities. Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Leaving, are we?
Pepper, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
But you're doing something important here. For all the patients who need your help.
We save lives, sure. Each time we send a cured patient home, it's a relief beyond words. But since the epidemic, I feel so powerless.
Okay.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Okay, so...
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect.
Guess I don't have to worry about her joining the Pruin people. Small bag of junk, alright.
Someone's poached my blanket. Oh, the cold will be my death.
If only. Can't talk to you? Odd.
Liars and thieves, every
Hello
last
again,
one of
Dr.
them.
Reed. I feel better already. Can I go soon?
I guess.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton.
Day of disgust on every street corner.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
Not really.
As long as you remain here, I will make sure you don't have to worry about your health.
Don't think you can do much about it. Damage is done.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
Why lie about it?
That's pretty obvious.
It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
Surgery could help you?
Reconstructive surgery has been very successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life. I'd rather stay here and just be forgotten.
Oh. I really wanted to play Cupid with these two. Okay, those two are cured. Pippa's cured. Who's this guy?
Why do you feel
I wasn't.
Why lie about it?
Come on.
I
don't want to.
Goodbye for now.
Damn. The pain. Here again. How can we be sure we're making a difference?
But in the circumstances, I'm willing.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
No, but perhaps I can.
Do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
I would have been confused if anyone other than you had asked that question, Dr. Reed. But your help is welcomed.
Give him the medicine.
There is no shame in helping each other. We're colleagues, after all.
Many doctors I have known are too cynical to think that way.
Yeah, I'm a good person for healing people.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
This completely cancels out those people that I killed for experience
I'm
points.
quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
You're also quite
Do you need my
fatigued.
assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
Well, here's your
And
time.
you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reed. We do not see you in surgery very often.
Are you questioning me?
Thank you for your time.
In the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt. Good evening, Doctor.
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this?
Despite what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Well, aren't you stuck up?
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
Wait a sec. How did you get worse?
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
I don't have any hints for you?
I have to go now, sir.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Irvi Fiddick. You're up next.
Oh.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Anemia,
Is
eh?
there anything else that's bothering you?
Really?
Unfortunately, you Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddy.
Sweet girl.
This hospital's
Treats me like a book. Never forget, Mama.
Ah. Aha.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
I hope that might help.
It's locked, all right.
Hey, there you are. No.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Do you need medical attention?
Well, the proximity of the dead is not the most healthy company, even if the quiet can be appreciated.
Don't take too many risks with your health, Mr. Chidana. None of us are immune to this disease.
And that is a good thing. Death and disease is a constant reminder of our mortality. But you have my thanks, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, death is so cool. There's nothing like it.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Oh, it's all chemicals. Okay.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening.
2 fatigue cures left.
Do you require medical assistance, Nurse?
I will be fine.
Nurse, you won't be able...
I'll try.
Okay.
Goodbye, Nurse.
Anemia, headache. There's somebody else down there. Maybe they moved. Oh, Oswald Thatcher. I'm gonna investigate these citizens' actions.
Sometimes you act like a real jerk, you know that?
Come on, Ozzy, don't be like that.
What, like what? Like someone who felt betrayed by the man he loves? Did you ever even try to find me? Rescue me?
You know, it's not like that. I wanted to. I was so afraid to leave the hospital, not to be seen with you.
We survived this shit together. That's all that matters. I know you did your best. Fuck the wall, right? And fuck them all.
Fuck the wall. Fuck them all.
Okay. It's a bit random, but whatever. Hi.
Hello again, Mr. Thatcher. Do you feel any better now?
Yes, this neighborhood may stink of dog shit and reek of piss, but to me it smells like the purest mountain air.
Tell me about your true feelings for Newton.
I love him. I'm not ashamed to say it. He's the best thing that ever happened to me. I can't imagine life without him.
I admire your
I
honesty.
admire your honesty
It takes
that I
courage to stand up to society.
used my vampire powers to.
The world needs people like you to create change.
Courage is what we needed in the trenches, looking death in the face every day. I speak plain. I speak my mind.
Have you always been this straightforward?
All I know is, before you saved me by the sewer, my only regret was I wouldn't be able to hold or kiss Newton again. I love him, that's all.
Why should you be ashamed?
I'm not, I said.
Because it was a capital punishment until the 80s or something.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours is usually rooted in a specific event. Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Well, Doctor, take a guess then, if you're so interested in my case.
As a soldier, you're expected to kill the enemy to survive. Guilt is a powerful emotion and could lead to feelings of suffocation and oppression.
My God, you're so wrong. Believe me, I would kill if it happened again. Violence is part of who I am.
Oh. Oh. Why were you locked up?
Why were you locked in that sewer? What happened?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and had to barricade myself in, despite my claustrophobia.
Tell me about your claustrophobia. Has anyone given you an official diagnosis?
That's what the bloody doctor said. But I don't want to go to a hospital to get checked again. I'll deal with it my own way.
Why did you run? What was the reason for your argument?
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital, but I can't stand being closed in. Makes me feel like I'm suffocating.
Oswald, why did you not go to the Pembroke Hospital to seek medical help?
I don't trust doctors. All they care about was their careers and processes. I won't be locked in any room again by anyone.
Your fear of being trapped is not going to go away by itself. You need professional help.
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
Mr. Thatcher, do you have a job?
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget.
I understand what you mean. I was a soldier too.
No. Nobody can truly understand what I've gone through.
My war trauma was worse than yours.
Do you need medical attention?
Don't get me wrong, sir. I'm grateful for what you've done, but I've never felt comfortable with doctors.
Take the medicine and shut
I'm
up.
certain you have your reasons. But let me assure you, I'm not like other doctors you may have consulted with.
It is true. You risked your life to save me, after all. It would be impolite to refuse your counsel.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher.
Okay. That other guy ran off, of course. No idea where he goes. So I got that guy, I got the doctor and the ambulance man. Huh. You know what? Maybe I'll just look in the direction he goes. I was figuring he would go this way. This way. But no, he's just gonna stand by the side of the river. Okay. Oh no, I don't want to go into a loading screen. That's definitely the wrong way. Rat blood's not as good as a human blood, but it still heals you a bit. Yeah, still fills your blood meter a bit. Blood is blood. You're just standing there drinking. Oswald Thatcher.
Last warning, sir. Easy does it, boys. Deal with this vermin.
That's kind of weird. I thought he got hit. I thought he got killed. And it was like, oh, maybe he's done like a magic pixel. But it took 2 more hits to kill him. Oh, they're out wandering the streets too. I mean, they always have been, but...
Stupid beast! Die, vermin! Christ, he's dead!
Good, good. Wait. There we go.
There's one of them!
Yeah.
That leech is fast!
Oh. Great. Okay, this section of town just seems to be under their control, so I'm gonna... Actually, I'm almost at 1500 XP. If I could get another 100, presumably by killing these 2 dudes.
It's mine! I'll take it! Leech fire! Watch out! I'll kill it!
Big guy came out of nowhere.
No!
Yes, drink. Yeah. My stamina's back.
Oh, Christ!
Right. Good. No. That got me 15 XP. 15. That's irrational. Irresponsibly low, I would say. Yeah, those are the words I would use. Oh no, he's got a headache.
Good evening, Dr.
Oh, this isn't Swansea.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
The good news is
Do you need any
you've got a
medical
headache,
assistance yourself,
but not
Doctor?
for much longer.
Yes, indeed.
I have no doubt about it, but you are...
I appreciate...
Take your headache medicine and get out of here.
Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets.
Alright, who's left? That guy that walked off into the sunset, and the ambulance driver who isn't here right now. Unknown. Who could that be? Jesus!
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
He trusted you. Compassion only hides your appetite. Well, in the end, you're a killer. That's not nice.
What prevails in the end, I wonder? The desire for blood, or to be of service to man?
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
Yeah, the accusation was true.
So in the end, the accusation was true, wasn't it?
The situation is
No,
somewhat
they were trying to
awkward
cover up
nonetheless.
nothing.
I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
The case is closed, your ladyship. The person who took advantage of you has, shall we say, seen the error of her ways.
So who was it?
My lady, the blackmailer was dealt with using the utmost discretion. The culprit's identity is of no relevance.
Thank you, Jonathan. That is exactly what I needed from you. You have proven your loyalty, so, as a friend, please accept this small token of my appreciation.
Thank you, my
It's a corpse.
If you have an inclination to learn more about vampires or your current situation, I will be glad to aid you in your quest for knowledge.
About me. Voice in my head. Am I a vampire?
A vampire? Is that what I am? What we are?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires, but all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
I don't understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake?
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
Are you my maker?
Excuse my forwardness, but are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Okay.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London vampire society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
And no one suspected you of the murders?
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
What type of vampire is a Skull?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then?
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Skulls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
That's a good answer. This is not all the truth.
Very well, but I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
What happened in the last 6 months?
I've been away from London and England for 3 years. This isn't the city I remember.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad?
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things. Things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is here in the city.
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
How many vampires are there?
Are there many vampires here in London?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
They're all buddies, right?
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain. More than likely, it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
You make them sound like some sort of cult.
More a society. And like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone, but it seemed they have been recruiting.
Okay.
I bid you farewell, for now, my lady. I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Yeah. But first...
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have some questions.
Do you know that Nurse Hawkins is thinking of leaving the hospital?
That's not a surprise. We've talked about it already.
Does it not bother you?
Sometimes I think she may be right. We should run away while we can. Question is, where can we go? Where is it safe?
I know all your secrets, and you
do you need any medical
anemia.
help?
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital. It's a sad state of affairs when even the hospital workers are worried about disease.
They should always be worried about disease. It's the most
Our
infectious
job brings
place
us
in the
into
world.
Contact with all kinds of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often. But thanks anyway.
Well, I'm allergic to sunlight, so...
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Alright, I need a handle part. Okay. Small bag of junk. A bunch of 80. All right. High resale value, but also can be recycled into components. I wish I knew what the components were. Oh wow. I'll recycle them since I'm starting to do okay at money. funny. Looks like everyone's healthy. That one guy who walked off and went into hiding is the only one who isn't. Let's go analyze the blood. I think these supplies are self-replenishing.
I cannot enter. The flower's dying. It needs water.
Dude, water your plant. Okay, analyze Razvan blood sample. Made another stamina serum. Nobody wants that. And let's see. Was it this? Yes, I can get that, or can I upgrade this? Too many frames? I can also upgrade this. $145 is a pretty good upgrade. 5 speed, 30 stamina, 15 stun. $10, $25, $0. I'll go with the other one. Stamina, stun damage, stamina, obviously. What do I need for the next one? Good handle parts. Haven't seen any of those. And break those down into all kinds of things. That's definitely the way to go. And I'll keep that.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Skulls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Okay. Oh. First. Level this up. And I don't need that many bullets. Increase my blood capacity. I could do that. That sounds like a good idea. Okay. Confirm that. The following night, everybody got healed. Except that one guy who ran away. Alright, healthy. That's good. What's this? Oh, the economy went up. Cool. That's good. A recent trip to Whitechapel proved to me how desperate the situation is for Londoners, and how they all must cope with this threat the best way they can. Causes and effects seem irredeemably intertwined. Dorothy Crane chose to steal and blackmail to gather enough money to illegally heal the poor. But I also saw her desperately try to save a dying patient in her rudimentary dispensary. In the end, we both failed saving the poor man, but I am now convinced the Spanish flu must be linked to the vampire epidemic. For my analysis of Razvan's blood revealed the same highly unstable blood I have already observed on William Bishop. I should report all these events to Dr. Swansea and ask for his medical and vampire expertise. Yeah, you don't say. Why is there all this blood here? Okay, that's weird. Oh, he's upstairs. No. He's in his little office. Rare species of vampires. As a scholar and exegete of ancestral writings, I would never insist enough about the importance of taking legends and ancient folklores into account when searching for hints about ancient, hidden or lost secrets. A common mistake is to take what we know for an established truth and use it to discard any contradictory material. For example, one must consider the possibility of an undiscovered species of vampires and the necessity to rethink what we see as the established truth about the various types of immortals based on what we know and what we gathered through time. For how many centuries did we consider that vampire was the vernacular term for what we had learned to call econ? Until the day 4 explorers of the Brotherhood found proof in Siberia that Volkods were a lupine type of vampire, we considered these creatures to be linked to the mythological werewolf. Now we know that it is not true. What about the rest? What about the Rakshasa from my homeland? What about the Chinese Jiangxi or the Puchen of southern Chile? And without even leaving the beautiful Great Britain, what about the stories of bat-shaped women sometimes seen flying around St. James Church in Louth? What about the creature only identified as a disaster in some obscure testimonies, which tried to destroy London in 1666 by spreading plague all around the city? What about the Nimrod, the mythical figure of the restless vampire hunter, sometimes described by ancestral British icons as a legendary huntsman who only feeds on his prey's blood and could go unnoticed amongst the mortals and immortals? I tell you, my brothers, we can never be too sure of what we could find, if only we could forget a few minutes what we're supposed to already know. So, werewolves are vampires, apparently. Today I learned. Oh, I got XP for reading that. That's nice. Dear Dr. Swansea, I must inform you of my deepest reservations concerning the Dr. Thoreau Strickland and Harvey Fiddick case. Mr. Fiddick has been hospitalized after a severe work injury. He may permanently use the use of his arm if not treated adequately. Dr. Strickland claims that a surgical procedure may save the man's arm completely. I say it may also sever its functions for good if complications arise. Our young colleague is an audacious and daring surgeon who might prove a great professional in a few years, but for now he lacks the skills to perform such a risky procedure. Need I remind you of the mistakes he made in the past? Since Dr. Strickland refuses to listen to me, I strongly advise you to forbid him to perform such a hazardous experiment. Very respectfully, Dr. Waverly Ackroyd. Dear Dr. Swansea, I will be glad to manage the temporary morgue as soon as it's opened. As I have already told you, I was a doctor during the war, and I will be glad to serve my country again. I know it is not the same being a physician for the dead as it is for the living, but I believe it is important to welcome and take good care of our departed too. Rest assured I will do my best to fully perform this new duty to the best of my ability. Concerning the question of my qualifications, I'm sorry I can't give you anything more valuable than my parole. I swear to you that my regiment made me a doctor during the war and that I saved many lives. If my word is not enough, you can contact the military administration to verify my experience and skills. They will confirm that even if I never followed any medical studies, the war taught me what a doctor really needs to know. Always sincerely, Rakesh Sharana, former doctor. Okay. I've scoured his office for hidden secrets.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
It's so obvious.
We're facing something new here, Dr. Swansea. Something terrible.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes, I have.
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
Quite.
There's a lot we're not seeing here. But it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
Oh, he wants me to take over the city. Okay. I have thought about it, and I don't want to kill a bunch of people.
I admit it did occur to me. Blood seems to be the common factor in all of this.
I totally agree. We're in uncharted territory here. Maybe it's just wishful thinking, but imagine the possibilities.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
Does everybody else think I'm dead?
I need to talk to you, Edgar.
Please do so.
Nurse Crane's not coming back.
Nurse Crane will not be returning to Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, really? Did something happen? She seems such a very capable woman.
That's kind of the problem. She is forever gone.
She was blackmailing Lady Ashbury. Thought she was murdering patients as some sick upper-class game.
Nurse Crane was playing a dangerous game. She's lucky Lady Ashbury abhors violence.
Hospital financed by a vampire.
So you manage a hospital financed by a vampire?
Yes, Pembroke was founded by Lady Ashbury. She's also our largest donor.
How convenient.
A convenient yet expensive way to have a fresh supply of blood on hand, day and night, don't you think?
All vampires drink blood by nature. Me, I praise the lady's exemplary moral fiber.
If I may inquire, how did you meet her?
Well, Jonathan, she sought me out and offered me the position. It's been a very profitable partnership for both parties.
Do you know anything about the vampire hunters in the East End?
Without a doubt, it's the Guard of Prewen. Zealots to the last man.
Where do they come from?
Where do they come from?
Once they shared the Brotherhood's ideology on non-intervention, but they concluded vampires were a scourge.
Well organized, though.
They're definitely well organized and equipped.
They're extremely dangerous, and not to be trifled with. To them, you're a feral beast, and I, your accomplice.
Stop accomplishing, then.
We'll talk later.
I was in the tomb. Reached the Stonebridge Cemetery. Oh, to attend the funeral? Okay. It's not that far away. What else do I have to do here? Find out who's spying on her. Search for their stuff. Where is their stuff? It's kind of far away. I'll look around the hospital for your theoretical stalkers.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Doc.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Yeah, you've got nothing.
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear.
Yeah, if nobody knew about him, then she kind of was involved in whatever incident he was, because she was right there. Alright. What?
Very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
You're so creepy, dude. Oh, there's people up there. How do I get in? I suspect they weren't looking for her, they were looking for me. Or maybe hospital staff in general, because half of them are involved with vampires. Okay. He's resistant to melee a little bit. Gotcha. Take that. What did you guys discover? 25th October, from Guard of Pruin Command Post to East End Patrols. Object: vampire activity, hospital, survey, investigate. 3 days ago, one of our new recruits heard a rumor about the presence of a female vampire hiding in the Pembroke Hospital, London East End. All we have is her first name, Thelma. Your mission is to discreetly go there and observe any suspicious activity concerning said leech, then report directly back to us and we will decide what action should be taken. So they were watching her. No, not that. Find the local command post. Oh, this got messy fast. Jesus. Now I have to go take down them. Okay. I have to go do that? Okay. Now, that's in the opposite direction that I want to be. Oh well. Huh? Oh well. Thought I might be able to smash that down and jump across, but apparently not. The jump here is very limited. Extremely limited. Oh, I wouldn't have been able to make it anyway. Well, stop sending me Facebook messages, whoever. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That's what I need. That's me, I'm a leech. Oh, that guy doesn't care if his friend gets shot at all. Yeah, strength. Oh, that's not good. Oof. Should have killed first. So this is their compound. Is there a different approach I could take? That's another thing about this is I remember watching trailers and it's like it was one of those things where it's like play your way, but it's really not. It's really just you have to go into the fight den and then you just fight the guys. There's not a whole lot of stealth at all. I got. That might be a good place to stop. We'll see where it leaves me off. I have been defeated. If it reloads me at that fight, I'll try again. But if it puts me back at the hospital, I'll call it a night. Oh yeah, I'm way away. Alright, so that's all for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow at 6, and it'll just be on YouTube, so unless I could figure out a way for Restream to work, but I doubt it. I don't know. I haven't looked into it at all. So I'll take a look, see what I can do. But I'm just gonna work on the assumption that it'll just be YouTube from well, for only tomorrow, and then I'm back on my gaming channel, which is gonna be in the description. There'll be a link, and that'll be starting Thursday. And yeah, that's all I got. So I'll see you on tomorrow. All right.